Welcome to the Gritty Podcast. I am your host, Brian Call, and I am joined by my brother, Brent Call, also known as the Gritty Broman.
Hello, folks.
Today's podcast is with Ozcut Broadheads and Bow Hunt Down Under. Ozcut Broadheads is owned by Nick Morton, and Jerry Redman owns, or as it worked, is part owner of Bow Hunt Down Under. And
he's the one that shot GREENTREE's film.
Yes, he's the one that filmed GREENTREE's new film called Descendants, right? Mm-hmm. And I believe it's an awesome film. We showed it at the Gritty Film Night or the Mountain Ops Film Night. If you haven't seen it, you can watch it at Bow Hunt Down Under on Instagram. That's the Instagram page, Bow Hunt Down Under. And I think you should subscribe to their films. They got some cool films they're doing. Check it out. Podcast is with them. The Broadhead is the Ozcut Broadhead. Adam has been using it for a while. It's a really cool, simple design. It's a double beveled, cut on contact, 2-blade broadhead, heavy,
reusable,
fixed, reusable, easy to sharpen. Comes with you can get a special sharpener to sharpen it or use your own tools.
And it takes about 10 seconds and it's new.
Yeah, it's a cool design. It's right up the Aussies' alley and these are all Australians, by the way, because
you'll find out. They'll be able to guess that real quick.
Hopefully you can understand what they're saying.
They're pretty good, but
Jerry Redman is a little thick on the accent.
Is there an R at the end of his website? Is it down under? I don't think it is. He never says the R. Not once. Not one time. Anda.
Down under.
Down under.
Yeah. So, good dudes though. Super cool.
Jerry.
Young. Awesome guys. And the podcast is real short. Just wanted to give you, we're at the Western Hunt Expo. Just wanted to give you a quick introduction to these guys. Let you see the broadheads. If you go to YouTube, you can watch the video and you can see what these heads look like. They have a really cool 3-blade head. Mm-hmm. That looks like, and it's single beveled.
Yeah, a corkscrew basically is what it is. That's the word that I was like, say corkscrew, because that's what it does. It's supposed to go along with your fletchings, and he's like, it opens up the wound channel more, and I'm like, it corkscrews.
Yeah,
you mean it corkscrews?
So it looks like it would be devastating. I don't know how it would perform in terms of drag. You know, we talk about all these things. They discuss it. They tell us their 2 cents. Adam used it throughout the year and then some, and it looks like he shot his moose with it. He shot a stag right through the front shoulder. Like
is that what he shot the buffalo with?
Buffalo, yeah, he shot everything this year with it. I like it because it's heavy, a lot like the Valkyrie.
125, 150 grain tips.
Iron will, like those. It's simple. It's fixed. They fly well. They're resharpenable and reusable. It's a great little head. So check that out.
I kind of want to. Have you heard about PETA? What's going on with PETA?
No. What's up with PETA?
Oh, you haven't heard about PETA. So,
I see a glint in your eye.
Dude. So the crocodile hunter, near and dear to my heart. The only real reason that I watch the Animal Planet. PETA had the audacity to come out and talk smack about Steve, a dead man, on his birthday. Steve Irwin, the crocodile hunter. You know, I ain't gonna hurt you. It's okay, crikey. You know that guy. They came out and pretty much said Steve got what he got because he was harassing an animal, and animals should not be harassed out in the wild. And the internet has viciously fought back. I can't believe you haven't seen it. There are memes about PETA getting tossed around like a rag doll. PETA's in the toilet right now, dude. They are so mad. It is fantastic. Just type in PETA Steve Irwin memes, and your night is full, ladies and gentlemen. It's fantastic.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting. I haven't seen that. So, should we start the podcast?
I guess.
So check out Bow Hunt
Down Under,
and subscribe to that.
And Ozcut Broadheads. That's OZCUT.
And we will have a link in the description of this podcast for Bow Hunt Down Under and for their film, The Descendants. So you can just click on that link. If you go to briancall.com, go to podcasts, go to the video, and in the description below, you'll have these links. Brent will put in there as well the link to Ozcut Broadheads, so you can check those out.
And while you're there, go ahead and you're on the website already. Sign up for our newsletter.
Yes,
that we will do
soon. Brent's working on the newsletter, and if you have any ideas on the newsletter, like what do you want to see in it, we would greatly appreciate your input. I was kind of thinking about, of course, a list of like the 5 podcasts or so that we covered that week.
Small summaries.
I guess. News, what's coming up.
Deals, discounts.
Yeah, we still have some great deals that are out there, which I always forget to mention. It's Brent's fault. He's supposed to run the show.
I'm supposed to remember these things. Stockisons is the big one.
Stockisons.
They're running till March. The end of March.
And the code is gritty.
Mm-hmm.
So get yourself a pair of Stockisons. And if you haven't already, you really should, because they're awesome. Brent
Moccasins meet Chuck Taylor's.
Yeah, Brent and I don't get paid or anything for Stockisons.
We just like Tanner.
And I think you're going to really like me after you get a pair, because you're going to be like, I should have got these a long time ago. And then you're going to be like, Brian Call, he told me about this cool product, and then I bought it.
I want to check them out just because I have sweaty feet.
Well, I think that putting those things on in a spot and stock situation is just legit.
#ninja.
Yeah, totally. And they also look like they're the perfect flying shoes. And I'm a barefoot kind of guy. I like not having...
If you're a minimalist, it doesn't get much more minimalist.
I might just wear them around the office all day. You can get them custom, just...
And they're cool. They're cool looking.
And so Brent will put the link in this video as well, but you go to Stockisons...
No, it's Lone Peak Leather Co.
Oh, Lone Peak Leather Co.
Yes. And that's also...
.com?
Yes. That's also his handle on Instagram, Lone Peak Leather Co.
Okay. So there's that. What else is out there right now? Is there anything with Canvas Cutter?
No, we're working on that.
Okay. Crispy?
No Crispy.
We're going to get organized.
We are back in the office. There's no more shows. We're about producing the Gritty podcast now.
That's right. Yeah. Send us a note. Let us know what you think. And without further ado,
Ozcut
Broadheads. They will cut you. Stay gritty.
Yes.
All right, folks. Welcome to the Gritty Podcast. I'm Brian Call. I'm your host, and I'm here with my brother, the Gritty Broman, running the show behind the scenes. And we have as guests right now, we have Nick and Jerry from
Bow Hunt Down Under.
Bow Hunt Down Under. Say that again. Here's
Bow
Jerry.
Hunt Down Under. I'm with
Jerry
Ozcut
Redman, and you do Bow Hunt Down Under.
Yep.
Which is video production.
Yeah, it is in Australia. Yep. And our first film is tonight at the Mountain Ops Night.
Excited
with
for
Adam
that.
Greentree.
Nick, you do...
We're with Ozcut Broadheads here, so we've come all the way over for the expo. Got our booth here.
This is is this an Aussie brand broadhead?
It is. It started from some pretty humble beginnings about 5 years ago and has progressed into the business it is now. Started off making these for myself initially back in the day, and now we're pushing on to our 5th style of broadhead and really moving forward in leaps and bounds, so it's exciting times for us.
So how do you two know each other?
Well, Nick contacted me probably about 4 or 5 years ago. That's when we made our first film. I think we put it on the Kuyu Film Festival. And then so he contacted us and said, are you keen on shooting our heads? And I said, yep, I am. So I was actually shooting a couple beforehand, so I was swapping and changing between a few. Met then, and I've shot it for probably 4 years now, I think, Ozcut.
The Australian bow hunting circle's pretty small.
Yeah, very small.
We don't have the market and demographic you guys do, so
if
you bow hunt, everyone knows everyone, so it's a pretty small circle over there. So, I've known Jerry for quite a few years now, and still haven't got on a hunt together.
No, we haven't. We haven't on any
we
hunts
spoke
at all.
about it a few times, and it's just never eventuated. But
that's probably my fault, actually.
He's been invited. I'll tell you that.
I have been invited, and I'm sorry.
So tell me, how long has GREENTREE been shooting it?
We've had him Around 10, 12 months now. So he come to me and said, hey, dude, I want to shoot your heads. I want to support what you're doing. Happy with the product. And, yeah, moving forward with that. And it's really good. I guess getting us, just the US, the exposure to you guys and showing you this is what we do in Australia. This is what works for us. Check it out. So
show me what you got. What's kind of your overall?
Typically, in Australia, a staple broadhead is a 2-blade broadhead. That's what GREENTREE there shoots. That's our 150 grain 2-blade. In Australia, a 2-blade is your staple head, I guess you'd agree.
Yeah.
So,
and always has been.
Yeah. Whereas with over here with you guys, you're typically used to slightly larger broadheads. Mm-hmm. And that's our 3-blade there as well. With Aussies, what we want a durable, reusable broadhead that you can shoot over and over again. I know
we have a lot of throwaway stuff here in the States.
That's right. One-shot wonders.
Ridiculous. Yeah, our animals are much bigger in frame. So.
Yeah, like you guys are shooting Asian water buffalo.
Yeah. Yep.
You got big pigs.
Big boars, yep.
Even our deer frames are much, not much bigger, but our deer bodies are much stronger and much bigger and more bone. So,
and I guess the ideology with this is it's a solid broadhead, it's a simple design, but it's never ever going to fail. You know what I mean? You know, you let that shot go, if it hits a scapula or it hits a rib, it's going to bust through that rib and keep going. Your broadhead's not going to break. I know for myself, you find that arrow, you pick it up, the broadhead's fine, put it in the quiver, go shoot something else with it.
And your 2-blade, it's single bevel.
No.
Right? Is it
our single bevel Hurricane is coming? That's what Jerry's got in his hand there. So if you look at that there, that's a broadhead we've just got patented. We'll be releasing in about 6 weeks, the Hurricane. So that's a single bevel 3-blade with offset. So if you can wrap your head around it, essentially those blades somewhat match the helical on your arrow. So as you'd know, Brian, a single bevel is prone to twisting through an animal and opens up that wound channel. Mm-hmm. Whereas that Hurricane there, it's on a thread or it goes in and physically has to twist. So what we found in testing is it really opens up the wound channel. And those fighting pads or what be it, they can't close up. The blood can't congeal as quick. So quicker kills, bigger blood trails, and just a more effective broadhead. So we're really, really excited to get that one out there.
Have you found that it still gets good penetration?
Yep. Basically, we've shot some boars, shot deer, all those sorts of things. And with the cutting diameters matching the 3-blade that I normally shoot, I really can't notice any difference in the penetration. But the blood trail and the wound channels are just exponential.
Devastating. It seems like it would be devastating with the way it spins through the animal, offset like that.
That's with your fletchers as well.
And it flies well?
Yeah, so if you look at that blade orientation there, the blades are spinning with your fletching. So with a conventional broadhead, your blade is straight, fighting that air as it's turning. These are somewhat turning with it. So there's a little bit less resistance there we found. Not a lot, but just a little bit. So that they fly like field points.
Dang. That looks wicked. Your 2-blade doesn't have an offset.
No, what we've done with our 2-blade is just your standard double bevel head there. Mm-hmm. And the main reason for that is to use with the sharpeners we have. So that's a 2-easy broadhead sharpener. And if you can see there, this is something we developed just for guys in Australia. Put it in your pack, whatever. Resharpen your broadhead.
Boom.
Flip it over. Boom. Ready to go.
Yeah.
So that's the idea with the double bevel. Just easy to resharpen. And again, Aussie guys wanting to shoot several animals with one broadhead.
Yeah.
Easy to do.
Durable.
Yeah. Durable, reusable.
Easy to resharpen.
That's it.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit different to what you guys are used to. Like often you get the 1 or 2 tags for the season. Some guys in Australia will go out and shoot 3 animals in an afternoon.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So tell me this, GREENTREE, didn't he shoot his moose with that double blade?
Yes, correct. So I believe that's the exact arrow setup that he shoots there. That's a 4mm injection that he shot that moose with 150 grain 2-blade.
Gotcha.
And have you seen that zip straight
devastating.
Through? Of course.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, the man, the myth.
There's GREENTREE right there. He doesn't know what he's doing. He
He knows what he's doing.
Typical Aussie.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's awesome, guys. Well, cool. We need to get you guys on the show to talk a little more detail on it. But we got tomorrow before the show ends.
Yep.
You guys are down here till Sunday night.
Yes, that's
till
correct.
the end of the show. So we're at the Western Hunt Expo right here in Salt Lake City. So if you're around and you want to check it out, go come on over here. You guys are near the Leupold booth, I see.
4331.
4331.
You'll find us.
Jerry, you're a little hard to understand.
Am I? I'm sorry. I told you I would be.
You're the other day I was like, what? What? What?
We do.
And then I just said,
fast.
look, dude, I can't understand what you're saying.
But no, if you can't see us at the show, check us out on Instagram as well. Just Ozcut Broadheads.
Ozcut Broadheads. All one word?
Yep. OZCUT Broadheads.
Cool. All right, guys. Thanks for coming on. Tell us about the heads.
Awesome, man. Thank you.